How's it going, ladies and Bruce's up, Bobby Sixkilla, and welcome back finally to Valhalla Cyberpunk Bartending Action. It has been, oh Jesus, it must be at least a month since I last recorded this, but I thought, hell, we come this far, we might as well get in there and finish it off. Even if it gets really poor views, I'd rather just get it done, you know, because I was enjoying the story and the time we were spending with it. So let's get back into it. I think we just got off our break once again. Things are pretty quiet outside. Jill. Ah, Miss Kim. Just call me Kim, it sounds weird to be called Miss. You seem to be in a good mood. I got some money on Mega Christmas. Wouldn't you be happy? I guess. What can I get you? I'll have a beer. Okay. Let's get Kim a beer. Alright, I don't even remember how to make anything. Although I don't think I ever got to the point where I memorized anything anyway, so whatever. One beer. I mean, it's not hard, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4. All mixed. Boom. Here. Thanks. So, how you been doing? Pretty good, actually. My hair stopped falling out. My appetite's coming back. I hadn't realized just how much the newspaper was weighing on me until I quit. I suddenly stopped feeling defeated. I actually felt like I achieved a victory. Like I got a hold of my own life. So nice to hear. Oh yeah, I'll start bartender training in January too. Huh? Really? Wait, didn't we do this? I feel like we did this. If we did this, I apologize for doing this twice. Like I said, it's been a month. I don't know. Yeah, I did some research and it sounded cool. BTC gives you many benefits, so it sounds like a good thing to do for the time being. I don't know if it's what I want to do for the rest of my life, but it's a good start. It'll give me time to think on the next course of action. A bit of advice, don't go for BTC housing plans unless you absolutely have to. You have to sign a contract for at least 5 years of service with a cut in pay and tips. I do know this. I was gonna go for that one, but I backed down a bit at the last minute. How'd you back down a bit? Well, I took the chance when the BTC found me an apartment, and instead of signing the BTC contract, I asked for a regular one. So I still have no idea how I got away with that one. I thought those apartments were built by them or something. Back in England they are. They have their own real estate companies. Apartment complexes where they have the means to give discounted rooms to employees. But in this city, Realty Newer holds an unspoken real estate monopoly, so BTC can't easily offer such promises. Oh. Realty Newer is a bit weird as far as companies go. Their name has become synonymous with quality, a brand built around certain expectations. But the truth is that Realty Newer has done little to no work in the last 10 years or so. Really? I mean, when they started, they managed to sell and build upon plots of land and that everyone gave up on. They became a big name as far as real estate goes. But in reality, the company itself has actually done less than you'd think over the years. Most of the time they're cashing in on their established properties or letting others work with them. I believe in the last 10 years or so, they've only started around 3 or 4 new projects. And they're all expansions of their already established ones. You seem to know a lot about it. Nah, I just read a lot about it over time, especially after hearing my landlord ramble about them. I think it's all par for the course for real estate companies, really. But it's true that when you hear a name so much, you expect something. I don't know, different. But enough rambling on my side, you must be thirsty. Can I get you anything else? Let's try a sugar rush. Okay. Sugar rush, I feel like I've been serving a lot of them recently. Yeah, maybe. 2 aldehyde, 1 powdered delta, optional carbotrine, mixed. Here you go. Yay! Actually, Jill, I came here today to thank you. Me? Yeah, back when I first showed up here, I was in a really tough spot. I was shocked, I was tired, I was a total mess. I even said some really mean things, but you had patience with me. Not to mention, you helped me cool down, and your boss saved me. And, I don't know, I feel like I had to tell you all that before the year ended. Much appreciated. Thanks. But anyway, how you doing? Last time you were a bit off. I'm better now, thanks a lot. Glad to hear, it was weird to see you like that. It always felt like you were putting up a cool bartender act. It did? You don't? I don't. Are you sure? What you saw as a cool bartender act is what everyone else has described as being cold. I mean, cold and cool do mean the same, but... Nah, I don't try to put up that act. Sorry to disillusion you. I'm too much of a mess to do such a thing. Huh. Disappointed? Surprised, actually. What led me to believe that you were putting on an act? And more importantly, How can I make use of it when I get assigned to a bar? I must investigate further. Good luck with that. Say, let's try something bubbly now. Alright, bubbly drink. Bubbly. We already did a beer, so let's go with a frothy water, I suppose. I don't think I've made that one very much. One Bronson, one powdered Delta, one Flanner Guide, aged and mixed. It's, no alcohol. Here. Thanks. Hey Jill, I'm gonna need some ice. Boss. Boss? Oh, I know you. Thank you, thank you. Hey, nice to see you fine. I'm more than fine, I'm alive, I'm here. I avoided my biggest mistake in life thanks to your timely intervention. I don't know what overcame me, I just felt like everything was shouting. I couldn't stop the shouting, so I just felt like, thank you. Don't even mention it, I just did what I felt was right. Jill, ice please. Right. Are you alright? Did you seek help? I know a couple of people that could help you. Don't worry, I'm perfectly fine. I've gone to a therapist a couple of times, but he says I'm okay. Something overcame me, but you intervened and I don't know what to say. You already said thank you. Seeing that you're fine is more than enough for me. I should have come to thank you earlier. I owed you that at least. Don't worry, just go out and be happy. You have a second chance, so use it as best you can. I will. I'll be leaving. Happy New Year, Jill, and thank you again. Please come again. So, a couple of weeks ago I read about some news about a woman saving a suicidal girl catching in mid-air. Would you know something about that, boss? Maybe, maybe not. Whoever it was probably just did it because it was the right thing to do. Feeling lonely? That voice. Hey Joe, long time no see. Really long time no see. Seriously, it feels like it's been over a year since I last saw you. I was planning on visiting you last week, but things were pretty heavy back then. So I just waited in the background until the tension wore off a bit. After Joe, I'm talking to you here. If I ignore her, she'll leave. I'm not an unfathomable sense of dread. You can't just ignore me, you know. Julian Stingray, I'm talking to you. Calm down. Don't fall for her taunts. How'd you know my full name, though? I thought your full name was Julian Natalie Stingray. Or did you really remove the Natalie? Never mind that. Is she reading my thoughts? Yeah, I mean, they're kind of written in the middle of the screen. Hard not to see them, actually. Alright, that's it. I'm going crazy. That's such a self-centered way to see the world. You assume that you're crazy because you can't accept that this world could be weirder than you think. This world is amazing because of the things you just can't explain. And just because only you experience something doesn't mean it's a lie or that you're crazy. I mean, just look at ASMR. Now, I'm pretty sure that's what a crazy person would say in this scenario. You acknowledged me. Shit. That's good. I'm not serving you anything. What? Why? Last time you came, I had to clean the drinks I served you off the floor. That's right, she's in our head. Don't be like that. The drinks are also paid for with my money. I don't know how you did it, but that set any and all plans I had for the rest of the week off balance. I was gonna buy some curry with that money. I had to put up for those drinks. Dog duty done. I know we have slow days, but for God's sake. You okay? You look angry. I'm fine. Good job out there. I'm back. Ah, boss, what happened? Meeting cut short. At least I drank the the bottles. You okay? You look distraught. I'm fine. So they really can't see you. I mean, you're right in front of them. And you're wearing jeans under a skirt. Why? Just why? I think it's a good look personally, but you know, whatever. To annoy people, of course. Is that a new trend? What does she think she's doing? Everyone feels like it's not quite right. Everyone thinks they should call you out, but they can't bring themselves to do it because it's not that wrong. There are things like spats after all. It's uncannily right. Not all that wrong, and they can't stop staring. Not like anyone other than me could see it though. They could see it if they wanted to. Jill, you're making an awful lot of faces there. You okay? Yeah, just remembering stuff. Man, I miss not being crazy. Boss, I'm leaving early today. And you stay here. Who stays where? Crap, did I just... You have to be the first person I've met who mixes their inner and outer voice. I thought I saw one of the dogs near the counter, sorry. Oh, okay. Can I leave a bit earlier today? Sure, thanks for taking care of the fort. What about me? You haven't left yet. I'll thank you when you leave. That's not what I... Whatever. Here's something in case you felt lonely today. No, I didn't, because I've got an extra person in my face today. Rent is due on the 30th. Please make sure your account has a necessary 10 grand or you'll be evicted. Ooh, Jill just watched Night of the ID Snatchers. Buying a poster of it will prevent her from getting too distracted. I mean, she never seems distracted. I don't understand what distracted means, because she's never distracted. Like, no matter what I do, even if I don't buy the things, she never seems distracted. Not to me. Got anything new? Yeah, I don't care about that one. The augmented eye. Biker gang arrested after vandalism. During protests. The members of one of the largest biker gangs in the Motor City sector were arrested after the group's leader and her entourage were found at the site of a protest last Friday. Their leader, commonly known on the streets as Christine Love, declared to the press that they were unjustly arrested and that her gang was only there to defend protesters from the White Knights. They're afraid of us. They know they can't take us down in the streets, so they use protesters as a shield. We had no option but to surrender, Love told AE during a phone conversation. They're currently detained and waiting for a trial. The formal charges are unknown so far. Parliament discusses anime influence. During an unusual meeting held at Parliament today, delegates discussed the effect of anime on the population. It's nothing but filth. Trash, a representative for the Workers' Party yelled during the meeting. If I could choke every single writer and animator out there, I would do it. I'd choke them with my own enhanced hands. Several anime studio heads have responded to the news. I think they would ban it if it wasn't bringing so much money to the local market. Yamak, a producer, told the Augmented Eye during a phone interview. I do agree that anime is trash, but I'll save the genre. You can trust me. Taylor the Brain, tired of name change requests. A couple of weeks ago we wrote about Taylor, one of the brains from the Solar Anima project. One of the highlights from the interview was that was unfortunately stripped from the finished version was a stray comment about how many people asked Taylor to change their name to Brian on a regular basis. I know people try to be funny, but I won't change my name for a punchline, Taylor told the A&E team. I like the name Taylor, and there's nothing wrong with Brian. I just won't be a part of the joke. My life is worth more than that. Taylor is currently looking at their chances to become a senator in the upcoming electoral season. Is that the brain lady that we met already? Taylor! Yes, it is. Go to work. Good evening. Hey Jill, let's have a New Year's party this Saturday. Isn't that a bit soon? Why? Did someone famous get killed at a New Year's party? No, I mean... Never mind. Sure, I'm in for it. Great. And Gil? He's coming too, I mean, it's not like he has anything else to do. Hey. No, I mean, where is he? He was escorting a client of his to the station. He should be back any second now. Back. See? So, you coming to the New Year's party too, Gil? It's not like I have anything else to do, so... I told you. We're depressing people. Oh yeah, the kid from the other day, Gabby, I think you called her, asked me to give you this. I believe it's a note. A note? Gabby? Let's see. First of all, I want to apologise for my behaviour before. I was still hurt by my sister's death and it wasn't fair to take out all the stress on you, let alone put the blame on you. And so it feels weird to ask this of you after how I treated you, but I really want to talk to you. I want to catch up, to chat for a while, to do what you were doing with me before I lashed out. I want to understand this freedom you talked about, the fear that drove you to a fight with my sister. I'll go back to the bar on the 31st. I won't take much of your time. If you don't want to see me after all that, I'll understand. But please, I really want to talk to you, Gabby. Wow, that girl has a big vocabulary. She was always a smart one. The 31st is written in different handwriting. Oh yeah, she asked me when you'd be here and relatively free, so I told her about the party. I also assumed you'd say yes to the party, which might not have been the best idea now that I think about it. Boss, I'm having second thoughts about coming to the party. What? Why? Because I really don't want to face Gabby again. Now it's coming back to me. What drove me to never go back and apologise after all these years. Fear and shame. Shame because I know I made a hideously stupid mistake, and it's painful to face your mistakes. And fear of what they might say. With Lenore, we never broke up formally, so I was always afraid that if we were to meet again, she'd break up with me. And I don't want Gabby to tell me that she hates me to my face. Lenore was in the right to break up with me, and Gabby is in the right to hate me. But I don't want her to. Maybe if I never see her again, she'll never tell me that, and... Jill, you idiot! Huh? You're thinking backwards. Didn't the letter say she wanted to understand you? If you bail out on this, she will hate you. Not only that, but you're getting a new chance here. Do you want to live the rest of your life running from another memory? Didn't you just say to Armitage that you hated feeling like that? Armitage? Titty hacker. Alma, right. I don't know what happened when you fought with that girl's sister, but now you have a chance to make amends. Not only that, you have us what you get back. So I want you to think about this. One day of fear or a lifetime filled with regret. Which one do you pick? Yeah, you're right. I hated feeling like that. I won't run away this time. Good, because I would have gone to your apartment and dragged you out of there if need be. Hey, boss? Thanks. That's what friends are for. Yeah. Anyway, let's start the day. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Seriously though, that's the second note that has stirred such feelings in me. Second one? 2 weeks ago I got another note in the mail. This one is from Lenore. Was that the envelope you took away from me in a panic? Yep. You haven't opened it? Why not open it with Gabby? You're facing one fear, you might as well face the other. Maybe. Don't push you, Chief. I'm not, I just know that she's capable of doing all that. I'll go secure stuff for the party. Call me if you need anything. Keep it up, Jill. Thanks. Happy holidays! Someone's happy. We held a party for the staff and their children. You should have seen the faces of those kids receiving gifts. Nabbing that Santa suit at the last minute the other day was totally worth it. Santa dresses seem to have been popular this year. I heard that they were sold out in most places. There was this weird shortage of Santa suits, but luck was on my side this year. Sorry for that outburst. Why? You look so happy. I felt happy too. You shouldn't hide your happiness. Anyway, can you get me a cobalt velvet, please? Sure. 1 cobalt velvet for Stella. You got it, 2 aldehyde, 3 flanner guide, and 5 carmatrine. That's a whole lot of booze. On the rocks and mixed. That's not rocks, that's aged. Stupid. Here. Thanks. Are you meeting with Say today? She should be here in a bit. She told me that she wanted to drink here, and since I was coming here too. Sadly, I can't stay for long. I have some errands to run. How's she been lately? She's better. Her wounds have been healing really nicely. If only she stopped scratching at her bandages so often. What about her eye? Eye? Oh, hers. Sorry. It'll take longer to heal, but as long as it's kept clean, there should be no problem. But to be honest, I'm more worried about her emotional wounds. She doesn't show it, but she's had depressive bouts from time to time. And who can blame her? Her life changed completely. The job she loved no longer exists. She was used as a disposable pawn in the whole bank affair. I'm afraid it'll make her go back to her old ways. Old ways? There was a rough spot when Say was a teen. Her mum's clinic was about to close, then her biological father, who was an arsehole, showed up. And the teachers at her school didn't help. Say is not a slow learner by any means, but her way of learning stuff is different. She needs equivalences to things she knows. You need to get a bit in her mindset. Once you get this, she's a fast learner, but schools don't have that kind of patience. They basically branded her a failure. She even dropped out. I would have suggested a special course somewhere else, but that would have offended her. She's always been against being labelled as special or different. Anyway, Say was totally different during that period. Foul-mouthed, short-fused, always frowning, the total opposite of how she is nowadays. From time to time, I see that old look cross her face and it scares me. You're comparing her to that teen self though. People mature. Maybe she'll show signs from time to time, but I bet Say knows better than to go back to that. I hope so. Give me something cold and sweet, will you? Sure. Cold and sweet. Blue Fairy? No. Sweet. Moonblast? On the rocks and blended, perfect. Moonblast. 6 aldehyde, 1 powdered delta, 1 flanner guide, 2 carmatrine, on the rocks, and blended. Here. Thanks. This is the kind of stuff Say asked for, you know. Now that you mention it. So I take it Say's family situation isn't exactly fine and dandy, huh? It's a mess they've tried to fix over time, and I'm glad to say they've actually done it. Say's mum had a really abusive relationship with Say's biological father. Sadly, like many women in that situation, she just tried to justify his actions. But apparently things got nasty when Say's mum, Miss Emmy, got pregnant. At that point she had an epiphany, one could say. She didn't want that guy to raise her child, so she finally sought help. Things weren't so easy though. Before the authorities could take him away, Miss Emmy got a serious beating from him. She still uses a cane to walk thanks to that. She moved here, Say was born, she started a veterinary clinic. So did he come back? He was drunk and couldn't find any drugs, so he made it to the city. He caused a ruckus for a couple of days until Say managed to scare him off. How? She beat him to near death 3 times. Sorry, I shouldn't laugh, but... Oh, don't worry, I laugh too. The dramatic irony there is delicious. I've been wondering, can you really be so calm in the lower parts of the city? I mean, the streets are not exactly safe, and a cat boomer is sure to become a target. Well, I have my security staff with me at all times, so there's no problem. Besides, this part of the city is comfier. Come again? Sure, uptown is cleaner and maybe more secure, but it's also too... sterile? Around here you can actually feel the warmth of the people. You feel there are people living. I especially like going to a busy food stand. I feel a warmth there that uptown doesn't have. It's also easier to talk to people. You finally came. Welcome. If you try to talk to someone in the upper part of the city, they either shrug you off or flat out ignore you. People around here are a bit wary, but they're also more likely to talk to you. Not that things aren't nice there, though. Can I get you something? I feel like having a beer. Make that 2. But I just want 1. I'm asking for 1 for me. Adding 1 to your order? Oh, that, right. Man, she's so dumb sometimes. Oh well. Aldehyde, 2 Bronson, 1 powdered Delta, 2 Flanagide, 4 Carmetrine, and mixed. That's 1. 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Mixed. Bam. Here. Thank you. Thanks. Say, you should have seen the kids after you left. They were all playing with the toys you picked. You nailed it again this year. They were all asking, where's Say? Where's Say? Why don't they call you just Say when they call me Auntie Stella? I don't look that old. Don't worry, they still like you. Sorry I had to leave, but Mum worked overtime that night and I couldn't leave her alone. What happened? Well, there were fireworks and some dog thought it'd be safe to hide in a jar. The little guy managed to get his head and paw inside before getting stuck. And it was plastic, so they couldn't just try to break it. That's messy. She needed someone to hold the dog while she worked. Poor fellow was scared. Well, I'm out. Oh yeah. We'll have a New Year's party this Saturday if you want to come. Sure, it's better than depressing myself with Dad's woes about the next fiscal year. I'll be here. Bye, Jill. Bye, Say. Careful. Please come again. You want to come too? I'd love to. I'll also make up for not coming last time. How was the party? Pretty nice. We played Truth or Dare. Had some fun, broke some glasses, ate lots and lots of food. Seriously, looking back, the amount of food was ridiculous compared to the number of people who were there. Bit of leftovers and left hanging, don't you think? Yeah. Can I get you something? Let's try something classy. Okay. That's not like her, is it? Not really. Let's go with the brain teening. That's kind of like what Stella would order, right? That's funny. Stella was ordering what she would order, and yeah, aged and mixed. Bam. Something classy. Yep, this is the thing. Stella came in quite cheery about Sunday. This Sunday? Oh yeah. Well, you know, her birthday is actually the 25th. Really? Here's a weird story from when she was a kid. She heard Mega Santa's story and somehow got into her head that being born on the 25th, she was the spiritual reincarnation of the original Santa. That made her start giving out gifts like crazy. She got over it, but the gifting stuck to her. Spiritual reincarnation. Well, the story says that Redmond family destroyed Santa's spirit, and that Mega Santa was reborn as a manifestation of the Christmas spirit. She thought she was the old Santa spirit in a new body. That girl was delusional as a kid? Huh. Speaking of things you did when you were young, Stella mentioned she's worried about you going back to your old ways. Something about a rough period where you were angry or something? Oh, that. It's sweet that she's worried. But I won't go back to those days just like that, though. Even if I face the same situation, I'm more mature, you know? I'm not a teen anymore. Expected as much. Told her as much. Hey, can you give me something bubbly? Sure. Something bubbly for a bubbly girl. Let's go with a cobalt velvet. 3 Flannerguide, 5 Carmatrine, and we've got rocks and mixed. Bam. Here. Bubbly bubbly. Hey Jill, this might seem a bit random, but do you remember the first time I came here? Yeah, you're the second white knight I served. I remember, why? Precisely because of that. I've been meaning to ask you about that story. How was your other experience with the white knight? If I had to put it simply, the total opposite of you. Oh? She came here as part of her work, looking for information on some case. I went through the motions, offering her a drink and all that, but she just came only for her job. At first I thought she was just another private eye, but she showed me her badge and all. What kind of case was it? I wouldn't know. She never told me, but she asked if I saw some people. She got pretty intense when I told her I had no idea who she was talking about. I suggested she try asking the vending machines outside, and they told her the suspect climbed onto them. She got her info and left. Pretty professional, if a bit intimidating. She seemed personally invested in the case though. The way she lost her cool was suspicious. You seem to be pretty good at reading people, Jill. I'm a bartender, what do you expect? It makes me kinda jealous. Nah, I'm not good at that. It's just a coincidence that I noticed it. But you noticed it. I'm not good at reading people. Even if the cue was thrown in my face, I wouldn't be able to see it. I know how you feel. I'm sure you can compensate with another skill. Yeah man, she's tough as fuck. Any particular reason you asked me about the event? Not really, I just found the fact that I was the only other white knight you've served weird. I mean, really? Just 2? Weird, I know. I've spent most of my life with almost no interactions with white knights, till I meet you. Means you've had a nice life then. That sounded creepier than I thought. A bit, yeah. Well, I'm done for today. Thanks, Jill. Please come again. I'll go take my break, Gil. Sure. And with that, it is time to wrap this episode up. So we're very much out of time for today-ish. You know how it is. One day-ish. We'll do it. I'm looking forward to another. We only just had a party, and we're about to have another party. It's party time again. Looking forward to it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the next one.